there is no room on my phone. And while I'm here, I want to give my insights on the Puerco Loop campgrounds, at the Riana Campground, New Mexico. This is one of the loops, and mine is no electricity. I believe the ones around me are as well. They have at least 3 different loops. I know they have they have a few different loops. Okay, so this one is Campground 34. I want to tell you why I think this, compared to the 3 around me, actually, I think this one is the best. Of course, this is just one other YouTube video. This is my opinion. All right, so let's get started. Bring the coffee. Little camping hack to get started is, it may not seem like a big deal, but this is a blow-up ottoman I got from Amazon. And I so happen to have a plastic plate that matches it totally by accident. Got this at a thrift store. I was using it for a small business like display. And pretty last minute, the week of, a few days before leaving for the trip, I grabbed it to go on top of like this slide out drawer. And it's really great to have portable trays when you're camping because you can just take it and use it for so many things. Loved it. I put it on top of my drawer in the tent, and I was putting my candle on it and things like that. So I really like chairs like this because they're just so structured. I don't know. I really like it. Like really slouching in sometimes. Sometimes I want to be at attention. And oh my God, these birds are flying everywhere next to me. Okay, let me get rid of this real quick. All right. All of a sudden, the birds got really cheerful around me, and they're just flying all overhead my face. So this is Campground 34. In 34, you got all this. This is where the tent pad is, right? Okay, so this is another campground right over here. Okay. This is the view that you have of 34. So you've got this tent pad. It is very private because if you're here, and I believe their tent pad is over there, that's private, right? But you can keep walking, and it really is private the further you go in. And so this is it. It goes on an incline, and so here's the thing. There's the most beautiful plateau. The most beautiful one is over here, so we're going to take a look at that, and we actually have, oh my God, there it is. There it is right there. Okay, so there's actually 2 plateaus. And so there's another one over here. And we're going to see that here in a second, okay? Last night, I don't know, maybe 8-ish? And no, it was maybe more like 7-ish because it was still not super dark. There was a whole bunch of fog covering the top of that plateau. And this really long, I guess they call it cumulus cloud, right? Was just blanketing the sky. So, here's more of 34. This basically is like your whole camp spot. This is what you get at 34. So if you ask me, this is like one of the best. This is one of the best campgrounds, y'all. Okay? Not campgrounds, but the camp site itself, right? All right, so let's keep going. This is still 34. So we got our table. We got this. I've been keeping my... Let me just step up here. Oh, it's going to be tough. Okay, I've been keeping my coffee warm here, so I'm just going to keep this. What I do is I get the fire going again. There's actually little pieces of wood everywhere, and then people are going to leave their wood behind too. So look at all this wood here. I'm currently giving my little bum a tan. I got a long shirt on, but I got it tucked into my bathing suit bottoms in the back. So it feels nice. Goals, accomplishing more than one thing at a time. There's going to be a lot of ash, so let me move my coffee cup really quick. Okay. All right. I need to move this a little bit this way. Get this right on top of this hot. definitely get this a little further away. Oops. Just gonna pile that on right there. Get this right here. Come on. You got this, you got this. There's a hole right here, and I'm hoping there's not a snake down there. Okay. Don't jump out at me, snake. Okay. Don't jump out at me, snake. That's gonna catch. I know that's gonna catch. Come on. My freaking goodness. I just blew it all over myself. Doing deep squats. Okay, this is not working. this is the rest of 34. I'm gonna get this somewhere else. This is kind of nice, tucked in here. No. If I put it here, it kind of feels like I'm getting it off the side of a mountain. But no. What kind of stone is that? Anyways, this is more of 34 right here. And so 34, you can see this, right? This is another campground over here, and their tent pad is over here. So they have mainly the view of that plateau and that plateau. But see, at 34, you also have this plateau, especially if you're doing a truck bed camper. Mine is missing the poles for the awning, so I'll have to measure that out and replace that. But if you are doing a truck bed camper and you face your back this direction, right? And those are the restrooms over here. But face the back this direction. You got all this and all this. And it's just gorgeous. And to be honest, I would do the truck a little diagonal to just focus on this plateau, because I'm telling you, it is mesmerizing. It is mesmerizing. So this is what you get for 34, and it's almost like this whole thing is your backyard. All right here is like just yours. I'm going to show you the other two in a second. Just put this here for now. Okay. So this is the one I like the best, okay? 34 is the one I like the best. Now let's go look at this one. Here you can find pinyon pine. This is beautiful because you can make pine needle tea. Just wonderful. Here we've got juniper. All right. And so this is a beautiful camp spot as well because you have this. That's mine right there. See, over here you see more of the rocky cliffs. So you see more of the triple layered. Now it's much more beautiful in person. This is YouTube. This is live, so. But you see more of the layers over here, which is absolutely gorgeous. I think you get more of the best of both worlds over here. And so this is the other one, and it's just, this is a really beautiful driveway. I mean, you're surrounded by trees. Look, there's the birds right there. You're surrounded by trees in the drive-in. And so this is where you would drive into this one. And this is 33 right here. So you're driving in, you're driving in, you're driving in. And this is 33, and this is 34. I believe that's probably 35 over there. And there's another camp. These are the restrooms. I believe that's another one there. And I looked at that one too. And that one's also really pretty. But the reason I like 34 is because you get the multi-layered, but you also get these plateaus. And especially this one, this is so significant. I think it's the most significant thing here. But then there's another one. It is absolutely magical, you guys, especially when a storm's rolling in. And so you can see there's another campground there. We'll go take a look at it. So this is 33. And like I said, you drive your car in, and there's a bunch of trees. So that's really beautiful. You have all this. So this campground's amazing because you really almost can't go wrong, you guys. It's just beautiful. 33 is another beautiful campground. And if you want to be surrounded by more trees, like if you want to be surrounded by more trees, this would be better for that because you have more trees here in this area. Just gorgeous. I can't even see. Hold on, I cannot see. There we go. My battery is dying. Great. Gotta be on my phone some more. So this is 33, you guys. And this is what you get for 33. Keep in mind there is another campground. Let's see. Right over here. It is so secluded. That is way up there. So 33 is 33 is another good one, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, 33 is another good one. So I would say in this loop, 33 and 34, I still think I like 34 more, but it really also depends on your taste. Like I said, here you're gonna get more trees. There's a pavilion up here, so there could be some family up here. And this is the tent pad here. This is what you get for 33. And if your tent was here and you had it open right here, you have a direct shot to this plateau. And that is pretty nice, guys, because this plateau is amazing. So 33, I would say, is the one for front row seats to this plateau, you guys. And this does not do it justice whatsoever. I was mesmerized last night by the etchings of the layers and the different layers with the fog and the sunlight hitting in different spots. Mesmerized, guys. So that's a tough one. And even if you're, here, you can still see some of the water from here. And you know what? Oh my Lord. You actually can see these formations as well. I might have to do 33 if I come back. Oh, it was a 10-hour drive. It was a 10-hour drive. But I made it. And I would say 3 hours in, it was just gorgeous. So, you know what, guys? 33 is another great spot. I would say in the Puerco loop, you see 33 and 34. Let's go look at one more. It rhymes. Because I got to get going. I actually charged this to do a Patreon episode. And now I sucked my battery. I just want to do someone a favor out there. Because I know when I was researching this, I was looking for videos myself. So I don't know what this is. This looks like an extra parking area, which is really cool. I really like that. That's another camp spot right there. It is just really hard to go wrong on this loop. It is hard to go wrong. Let's look at this one. And I'm going to jog because I need some exercise. Okay. Uphill. I don't like this one as much. Which one is this? I need to take my freaking tricycle out today. 31. This is 31. It smells amazing. 31, you have a great view of that plateau right there. But the other plateau is very blocked off by trees. Wow. On 31, there is this beautiful cactus. It was hard to find these. That is something nice of this one. See, the restroom's right there. I'm telling you guys, I can smell them a little bit from here, so I would not do this one. But holy moly. Oh my God. Just breathtaking. What is over here? What is this? Is this just extra parking? I don't know what this is. If I'm going to get my exercise, it is going to be on this trip. I need to get off and get my ass on that tricycle. So this is for families. You can park, I think, right? And there's a big old pavilion over there. Oh my God, and you could see this plateau from here. So, family reunion, anyone? Family freaking reunion? It doesn't cost anything to be here, hardly. And this family area with this plateau right here? Oh, hells yeah. Hells yeah. My goodness. All right, that's it. I'm going to get off this live. So, you basically just saw the Puerco loop, right? I think that's the name of it. PUE. This cactus, though. This cactus, y'all. Oh my gosh. Literally, I would stand here just to stare at this cactus and see the water through the cactus. That's just beautiful. Honestly, if I had the money, I would invest in a good camera and come back. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. How do I end this? 21:21.